Welcome to Boys episode 188. We're here.
Long and 188.
Very good.
Right?
Very good. I was wondering when there's gonna be the return of the pre-show number song.
Yeah, I mean, once you hit 100, it's kind of hard. You kind of got to find it.
Well, listen, we're back. We're here. We're in the clear. It's the night of the 2020 Oklahoma snowpocalypse, or so they say.
Yeah, did you hear me asking coworkers if they're going to go stock up on their provisions on the way out today?
Dude, you got to get milk. You got to get bread. You got to get eggs.
I know we probably said this before on the show, but why those things?
I don't know. After I get done making a snowman, all I want to do is, come in, warm my bones by the fireplace with a cold glass of milk
and a
hard-boiled egg
with a piece of rainbow bread.
Do you ever take a hard-boiled egg, wrap it in a piece of rainbow, make a little bender back, and then dip it in milk and eat it? It's delicious. Maybe that's why you also stock up on the toilet paper.
For the shits you're going to have after eating.
Your milky bread egg shits. Disgusting. Yeah, so I'd like to say that we won't be fooled again. I'm not getting my hopes up, but they did say like 90% chance of snow overnight. Accumulation. We haven't had a snow day in 2 or 3 years at work.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law posted a thing.
Your smother-in-law?
My smother-in-law. Well, it's my wife's stepmom, so her
So nothing.
She's
nothing
my
at
mother.
all.
Well, she's my mom.
Half mother-in-law.
She's great. She posted a video that she took, one of those little throwback videos.
Oh, like a time hop?
A time hop of that day, like a few years ago, and it was like them in the garage smoking cigarettes, and they lift up the garage, and it's just like a snowstorm.
How many years
outside.
ago?
Had to have been like 4 years ago,
Okay.
4 or 5 years ago. And then with the caption of like what the temperature was today, like 72 or whatever.
Right.
What the
Dang.
fuck?
Well, let's hope. I'm crossing my fingers. It was funny, around the shop today, no one was talking about it.
No.
Or I should say this. People were talking about it, but it was on the DL. It was hush-hush. Nobody brought it up to the managers or the boss man, because I think if you bring it up too much, they're like, oh, fuck it, we're coming in. Quit asking me about it.
Yeah.
But I think everybody was just hoping and praying, crossing their fingers, and hoping for the best.
Well, I'm hoping for a snowstorm simply because we haven't had one in a while. And man, I don't need a bunch of days. I just need one day.
Give me a day.
A day where I can open the shades and see the snow outside, but the heat on the house, bundle up, put on a flick.
Dude, and I need that day to be in the middle of the week.
Yes.
Because don't get me wrong, like a 3-day weekend, 4-day weekend is dope.
Yeah.
But that like random Wednesday, just that break, the unexpected break is what it's all about. So I'm hoping for the best. We shall see.
Yeah.
So we're going to get right to the show. But first, some advertisements. BoysPodcast.com. It's a hub of all things boys. There you will find links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as that golden donate button. Smash that donate button. Send us a few bucks if you like the show week after week. We're doing our best to stay on top of things, keeping a quality, honest, hard-working show for you.
You know, Robbie wants you to smash it. I want you to do something new.
What's that?
I want you to squeeze it.
Squeeze.
Well, like,
Give it a squeeze.
Remember back in the day on the computer, your mouse, what do they call that?
Your pointer?
Yeah, that your mouse moves around, right? That's what the pointer?
The computer mouse does indeed move around.
On the screen.
The pointer.
The
The arrow, yeah.
And sometimes it's a hand.
Yeah.
And it does one of these. But I want to pretend like it's squeezing it. Squeeze the donate button.
Now, when you think of squeeze, okay, close your eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm thinking of the band Squeeze.
Whip out your dick.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
When you think of squeeze, what's your hand motion? Like, is it honk honk? Like the classic this kind of squeeze?
Well, when I hear someone say, give it a squeeze, I'm always thinking of a tit, and I'm sorry if that's crude. But
See, I'm thinking of a tube of toothpaste. I do like you're almost gripping a bicycle handle.
But that's not how you grab. You don't grab a tube of toothpaste like you're shifting gears on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I do. I give it a little squeeze, like this.
No, you squeeze it with your, you pinch it.
No, I wrap my hand around it
and just go
and go. That was a good.
Regardless, squeeze that donate button.
Yeah.
throw some ducats our way, which that word is I'm hearing a lot now on podcasts and songs.
There's a word for that effect. When you see something for the first time, you hear a word for the first time, maybe you smell a smell for the first time, and then you start doing it over and over. It happened all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You'd hear a word like, let's say, the word melancholy.
Yeah.
And I'm talking before the Infinite Sadness.
Honestly, before that record came out, I want to thank artists from the 90s for using words either for song titles or in their songs or the names of albums, because I didn't know what that word meant. I thought melancholy was the name of a person, like Collie.
Like melancholy?
Yeah.
Was she a hungry gal?
Maybe, I don't know. In the
Melons?
Infinite Sadness. I didn't know what
Big titties?
melancholy was.
Mm-hmm.
So, I go to my dictionary because my parents had a whole Encyclopedia Britannica.
Mm-hmm. Not a Funkin' Wagnalls, huh?
We had both.
Whoa.
So my parents were
A two-pedia family?
Two-pedia family. Well, one was outdated.
I didn't even have one. I had the Encarta on CD-ROM.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I had to look up, and sure enough, the definition was there. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
See, but that's the thing is on the Smashing Pumpkins album, it's spelled two words,
Yeah.
melancholy, but it's actually melancholy.
Yeah, with
One
the
word.
CH.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of smells, man, do you ever have a smell that...
Go ahead. Sorry, I was waving my hands in excitement.
Well, you said the things that remind you of things.
That's called foreshadowing, but go ahead.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But, man, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say. I lost
Smells.
it. Smells.
What about them?
Smell that smell.
What about smells? Get to the smell.
I don't know. You can smell us.
Okay.
Ooh, what if I was smelling
I can
myself
smell
earlier,
you from
dude.
here.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm a little stinky today, too.
I think I got to change that deodorant. What if that was a thing? You can scratch and sniff. You can smell a new podcast.
Ugh.
Find us-
I would not.
There's a lot. Yeah.
I would not want to smell most podcasts.
Honestly, there's some people who probably shouldn't be doing video podcasts.
I think that our podcast might be one of the best smelling podcasts because neither of us are really stinky dudes.
Yeah.
We like to kind of keep it tight, keep it good smelling, keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Also, our room usually smells pretty good because we have a candle.
Well, if you're an avid listener, a candle exploded on us.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you go back and listen?
Oh,
to
yeah,
that
you could hear
episode?
it.
You could hear the. It sounded cool.
Great way to end the show.
Foley work.
We are available, boys, on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify. I've had people ask me, even today, hey man, I'm trying to find you on Spotify. Listen to the words that I speak.
Yeah, hear it from out of the mouths of Bay, right here. BAE.
Boys Podcast, all one word, all lowercase. It's that serious. You have to do it, or you're not going to find us.
Look, fat. Boys Podcast, one word.
You want to arm wrestle? You want a push-up contest? Boys Podcast, all one word, all lowercase. You'll find us there. Leave a review on iTunes. Subscribe everywhere you can subscribe. Smell us wherever you can smell us.
Speaking of Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe.
Is that his nickname?
Yeah. So before the Super Bowl, there was an interview with Donald Trump, and I forget who was interviewing him. I want to say Dan Rather, but isn't he dead?
Maybe.
Or very old.
But they're all old.
Well, anyways, I forget who was interviewing him, but they did a round of questions where the interviewer would say a word, and then Trump had to rapid fire response. And I wish I don't want to bore everybody with playing clips, but speaking of Joe, he goes Joe Biden, and he goes, I don't know, it just Sleepy comes to mind. Sleepy Joe. Everybody knows Sleepy Joe. I'm paraphrasing here, but we're gonna watch it after the show.
All right,
it's hilarious.
That's great.
Email us, boys@boyspodcast.com. Send us some feedback. Put your physical address in the bottom of the email. We'll send you out some stickers. Comments, concerns, criticisms, guest ideas, topics, or just a gentle nudge of gratitude.
A friendly hello.
I'd love that.
Share a GIF. Share a meme.
Oh, send us your favorite GIF.
I love GIFs.
Send us a GIF, and I will not say the other pronunciation.
I feel
that
like
is not how I was raised.
I feel like I'm overusing the GIF.
No, dude.
I've been commenting with GIFs solely.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to find the perfect GIF.
Yeah.
I love it. I send a lot of GIFs your way.
Give the GIF that gives. Anthem. Thanks to our sponsors, Anthem Brewing, anthembrewing.com. That slow crack of the anthem.
You did it.
908 Southwest 4th Street. I went in this weekend. We had a beautiful weekend. We got snow now, just 4 days ago.
Hey, if you want to know what the weather's like in Oklahoma, just wait 15 minutes.
That's true. I went to the tap room, had a lovely time. If you're a fan of IPAs and sour beers, boy, is the tap room ripe for you. So many delicious beers on tap. Go check them out at 908 Southwest 4th Street. A lot of news coming from our partnership with Anthem Brewing.
I wonder, can we talk about that or no?
I say we wait for a future date.
All right, we're going to keep them waiting.
But there's some news.
Oh, there's a little bit of news. There's a little bit of scandal. There's a little bit of
controversy.
Can I say juicy?
And you're squeezing it like it's
I was doing
juicy.
I was just oh man, I was
you know what's juicy? The buns on Fat Bison. Fatbison.com makes great wood.
Going back to the squeeze real quick. Look. If you put your fingers,
get the squeeze out of your mind.
If you put your fingers up,
yeah.
You're honking tittage, right?
What's honking? Yeah.
But then you flip it where your thumbs are up. You're squeezing cheeks. Yeah. It's easy.
You get the honk and a squeeze.
A honk and a squeeze.
The one, yeah, up and down.
All right, what about this Fat Bison fella?
Well, Fat Bison, funny you should ask. He makes, I almost said delicious, but they are delicious in my mind. Wooden signs. He makes wooden furniture, customized for your business, your home, your office. You own your own business? You want to see your the name of your business displayed on a nice rich mahogany?
Perhaps a logo.
A logo. Name the wood. He'll make it.
That's a slogan, actually.
Name the wood, and I'll etch your shit in it. FatBison.com. Check him out. He makes really great shit, and might give you a deal if you say, "Boy sent me." Champion Vintage, champion_vintage_OKC on Instagram. Saw them working on their website this weekend. They want it to be right for you.
Sure.
It's going to look nice. Follow them. See what's coming up.
It's the perfect website. Read the transcript. Lastly, thank you for the donations and feedback. Mm-hmm. Also, thank you for sitting through these ads week after week. I know they get a little long-winded, but we're just having a little fun.
Listen, I don't want to just... You listen to podcasts, and you always hear the... break for 4 hams. 9 out of 10 men lose their hair by the time they're 30. I'm not going to give you a boring speech.
Dude, or it's like, imagine if that was in other professions besides podcasting. It's like the doctor comes in the room and he's like, we got the results back from your test. Mm-hmm. But before I go on, Boll & Branch sheets, the softest sheets ever. They got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're dying.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Use promo code YOURDOCTOR.
Yeah. Use promo code results came back positive for 30% off. No, fuck.
And that's how they tell you you're going to die.
Yeah, but thank you for the donations, the feedback. The most important thing, telling a friend, spreading the word, spreading boys. Just spread those beautiful boys across the land. Oh. We got a couple more things to get to real quick, then we'll get to the show. We got a hotline, 405-582-0242. Same as the email. Throw us some feedback. It'd be great to hear from you. We got a couple of dad hats left, $20. DM us on Instagram or email us to order. Appreciate the people who have bought hats.
Yeah.
I've seen hats in the wild. I didn't know who was wearing it. I saw a boy's hat at Target, and I have no idea who was donning it.
Point go, ooh, that's me.
Yeah,
that's me.
Yeah. No, but you did that same thing like when you were young and you'd see like a hot, let's say you'd see a hot girl working at Target or like, I don't know, Toys R Us or something like that, and you'd maybe like walk down the aisle a few times.
Oh, yeah.
You ever done that? I mean, it's a little creepy, but it wasn't like I was like following them around and following to their car, but like you see a hottie, maybe looking at some mayonnaise.
Hope they notice you.
Yeah. You're like, but you do it on purpose. Like, so you walk by them in the aisle, and then you go to your next aisle, as you do. You make your little zigzag through the grocery store.
Sure.
But then you're like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to go back by and look at the ketchup again, just to see if we make eye contact.
Yeah.
I've done it. I'm guilty. I'm a man.
Oh, yeah.
What can I say?
It's the easy way of doing it.
Okay, lastly, very important, Blink 405 has a show coming up.
We do.
You got the deets. Lay 'em on me.
Saturday, February 22nd, Through Being Cool presents a live band emo and pop punk karaoke. They do it up in Tulsa. They're bringing it down to us in OKC. It's at the 89th Street Collective. Great venue ran by a beautiful young man who's doing the damn thing.
All ages venue.
All ages venue, all ages show. So if you've missed us the last 2 times because you couldn't get into a bar, here's your chance. It's us, Blink 405, doing what we do, playing all the hits, and then right after our performance is a live band, emo pop punk karaoke featuring the Dom DeLongs.
No, it's the Tom DeLongs, actually.
Yeah.
It is the Tom DeLongs. I think maybe that was the mistake on the flyer.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the Tom DeLongs. If it is the Dom DeLongs, either way, it's going to be awesome. How often do you get to see karaoke with a live band performing hits from who?
My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Weezer, Blink-182, tons of bands. Name a band that you liked.
Alkaline Trio, Paramore.
So many great bands.
All the classics from that era, that bygone era. Come out and see us.
Come check us. February 22nd to Saturday. It's going to start at, doors open at 6. It'll probably start around 7-ish. So an early night.
Yeah, early show, Saturday. You got all day to rest up. You got all day to get ready. Come out, support us, support the show, support boys. We'll have some boys merch there.
Yeah.
We'll have our Blink 405 merch there. We'll have songs for you and yours. We're going to kick ass again.
I'll say this.
Oh, by the way, it's 3 days after my birthday.
Oh, shit.
So
wish the man a happy belated birthday.
Come say hi. Come say happy birthday to old Robbie Ray. I mean, Mark Hoppus.
That'd be very sweet.
Let's do it. Okay, speaking of let's do it, on with the show. Local music store owner gets 740 years in prison. Now,
that was an actual headline.
We've joked around about this on the show before because dude got arrested like a year ago, or maybe even more than that, 2 years ago at this point. Well, new headline, he got sentenced. It's a music store that's very close to my heart. No, very close to my home, not close to my heart at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't really want to name names, but it's a music store in Bethany, Oklahoma. Let's just leave it at that.
And the person's name is the name of the store.
Yeah. Plus, I read the story the other day.
Yeah.
740 years in prison.
That's a lot of years.
But I have a tie-in.
Yeah.
I have a tie-in to this story, and that's the reason I wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
So, after I found out about the allegations,
sure,
I boycotted the store.
Yes.
Dude was always kind of weird. I didn't know he was that kind of weird. But he was always kind of a weird guy. But, you and I are both flippers. We like to buy and sell things of the guitar variety, guitar pedals, amps, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Anything music gear related. It's a fun little hobby, a little side hustle, as the kids say, which I hate that term, by the way.
Well, it's just fun to find. I like when it comes to me in the wild. I had one happen this weekend. I don't go searching for it, but when it hits me, it hits me.
Yeah.
And that was used to be a place we might be able to find something.
So I quit going to the music store about a year ago after I found out about the allegations.
Sure.
And then about a year and a half passed, and one Saturday I was working on a guitar project, and I realized I was out of guitar polish. And I was like, fuck, I gotta finish this project. It might be the final project. I don't know. I need polish.
Yeah.
So I got to thinking, I started weighing out my options. I was like, well, I could drive all the way to Guitar Center. I could Amazon it and just leave my project on the dining room table and finish it up in 2 days, at prime delivery.
Or you could drive a block down the street.
I could drive a block down the street and finally return and just get a little guitar polish, feel a little bad about it, but whatever. Well, time got the best of me, and I went into the store and I bought some guitar polish. And lo and behold, Mr. Child Porn was behind the counter, and I approached the counter to buy the guitar polish, and to my right on the counter was a huge, very beat up cardboard box, like a cardboard box that might have seen some rain.
Yeah, or maybe it's like motor oil or something, like a garage box.
Some grease on it.
Yeah.
Like tape that has been, like dirty tape, packing tape. I kind of peek my head over the top.
You wouldn't want to lift
box.
the box up.
Right. It was about the size of a microwave, like a box that a microwave would come in. I peek over the top of the box, and it's full of porn. And nothing crazy, just like Playboys,
Right.
Penthouse, Hustler.
Right.
Just what I could see with the naked eye.
Sure.
Sitting on top of that box was a Playboy that we actually gave Brad Chad Porter when he came on the show.
The Kiss Playboy.
The Kiss Playboy.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and it was in perfect condition. I mean, it was like brand new looking. It was 1999.
Was it in a board box with a sleeve and
No,
everything?
it wasn't. It wasn't bagged and boarded, but it looked like it should have been. It was perfect condition. And proprietor of the business was like, "Hey, man, you want that box of porn?" And I was like, "No, but I'll take that." And I grabbed the Playboy. But man, in retrospect, I'm really glad I didn't take that box of porn.
Yeah.
Who knows what lied beneath Gene, Paul, Peter, and Ace? What if?
Also, they had been running a sting operation on him for a while.
Yes.
So what if you walked out with a box and now you're being tailed?
Dude, seriously. So I think God was on my side. God knew that I wanted that Kiss
And by God, you
Playboy.
mean Gene Simmons.
God of Thunder.
Is that what he's called?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, so that was my little tie-in to all that. But you're totally right, dude. What if I was a victim of a sting operation? Guilty by association.
Guilty by association. I've often wondered that. Like, my paranoia gets the best of me when I'm under the influence of my medicine. And I've had that thought, like, dude, I used to go there a lot, and I never really bought anything, but I would go in. What if that made me look more suspicious that I didn't buy anything? I didn't buy anything because he had a bunch of garbage in it.
The music store opened in, I believe, 1995 or 96, and I've been going there off and on for many, many years.
Yeah, it was one of our favorite go-to spots just to see the shit, like the junk.
Well, back in the day, like in the late 90s, it was actually a decent little music store.
Yeah.
But it totally has gone, it went downhill over the years.
I think it's because in the late 90s, a lot of kids were trying to start bands. So at Bethany, Oklahoma, I mean, Minutes Too Far came out of Bethany, Oklahoma. So, I mean, Jed Wilbanks lived in... So you had all these kids that lived there.
I was in 2 different bands based in Bethany, Oklahoma.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a great spot. People were like either sell their gear or trade up, you know? So there's always going to be...
I bought a few guitars from the guy over the years and like several pedals.
Bought a bunch of amps, cabinets, and things from him.
I bought cymbals. I bought some hard drives. No, I did not. But it got me to thinking. I was like, over the years of me going there and knowing the guy was a weirdo, but again, I didn't know he was that kind of weirdo. I just thought he was just a weird, like...
he used to be the Alex Jones. He would be blaring Alex Jones. InfoWars is pre-Alex Jones being like the Trump guy.
Or sort of mainstream.
Yeah, this is back when he was still... Back when I would listen to kind of Alex Jones stuff for fun.
Yeah. I often wondered, though, how close was I in proximity to a bad hard drive?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the dude lived in the store.
Yeah.
He lived behind he lived behind the register in a little room.
Yeah.
So I got to thinking, and I was like, how close was I to the computer that they seized that had reportedly over 100,000 images on it? That's dude, 100,000 of anything is a lot.
When I read that, my thought was, one, why? Why do you have that many pictures? Two, how you gonna store it? Because we know this guy. I mean, we've seen him. We've seen the business. We've seen the way he lives. Ain't no way the guy's got like, a 10 terabyte hard drive.
No.
He's got that shit on an Acer laptop.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
an e-machine.
With a broken screen and a loud fan.
Maybe he just had like 50 different e-machines that all had maxed out hard drives.
Maybe it was a spindle of CDRs filled to the brim.
What if?
Dude, it makes my skin... I know we're joking about it, but it's really disgusting, and it makes my skin crawl.
It does.
And the thing is, man... So yeah, he got 740 years in prison. It was like 24 counts. The judge ruled that he could serve the terms congruently instead of like back to back.
Yeah.
But he's still... I mean, the dude's like over 50.
Yeah.
He's gonna die in jail.
Yeah.
Furthermore, as we all know, pervs of that degree aren't treated kindly in jail. If somebody in jail finds out about that kind of inmate, they're usually tormented, beaten, daily, killed.
Yeah.
So
pretty quickly.
Hey, man.
I mean, that's the
See
one
ya.
thing for the Epstein thing is for the murder part of it, like and what Epstein might have been murdered. It could have been the Clinton kill list.
Right.
Or it could have just been some dude in prison who was like, I fucking hate people who fuck kids.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill that.
Who knows, man?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Fucked up, though.
Speaking of babies, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Where they punted the 2-month-old?
The fetus, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that. I heard about it, though.
No, you didn't watch the Super Bowl?
No, and I don't want to be one of those, like, sports bowl, but
Yeah.
I don't care. I do usually watch the Super Bowl. I did not.
Yeah.
I should have, though. It's something I should have done because I was under the influence.
So I don't care about the NFL.
Right.
I'm a Thunder basketball fan. I'm
Sure.
a basketball fan. I did watch the Super Bowl. Growing up, my two favorite NFL teams were the 49ers and the Chiefs.
Now, was it because of one Joe Montana?
It was. It all started with NFL Sports Talk Football 94.
Would that be why there was a Joe Montana
Christmas tree ornament. That's authentic from like 92.
It looked like a starting lineup action figure.
It was from Hallmark. My grandma got it for me. God rest her soul.
Doesn't make kissing fingers to grandma.
Now, granted, the 49ers and the Chiefs are two completely different teams than they were back in the 90s.
Sure.
Different coach, different players, different uniform, different everything.
God would hope.
I would hope so. That'd be a weird old quarterback. But I was kind of stoked about that. In junior high, I was known to rock a Kansas City Chiefs starter jacket.
Pullover starter jacket.
Yep. Started with the Logo Athletic knockoff.
Yeah.
And then
those
one
were-
Christmas, lo and behold, Grandma came through again, bumped me up to the starter pullover.
The Logo Athletic knockoff. Man.
Quality.
A lot of those at Choctaw.
Yeah, and I was one of them. Put me in that pile. Anyways, even though I don't care about football, and even though I kind of wanted the Chiefs to win just because of my distant memories of liking the Chiefs when I was a kid.
And they're closer to our state.
Right. I didn't really have a dog in the fight.
Right.
It was a hell of a game, though. Like I don't care about NFL, but I watched the game. I was highly entertained, truly entertained.
Yeah, from what I heard, that last quarter, is what they call them?
Yeah,
The
4
last
quarters.
10 minutes of that quarter was the most fucking intense. Like it got really intense. Like I guess there was a period where the 49ers like started gloating that they were winning.
It was interesting because the first half of the game, the 49ers were coming out on top. And then the Chiefs made a crucial 4th down stop, made a touchdown.
I don't know what that 4th down stop means.
That's okay. Just smile and nod.
Sure,
at me.
yeah. Sports bowl.
So yeah, crucial 4th down stop,
Crush.
touchdown on the next
I
possession.
know what that is.
Interception on the next
I
possession.
know what that is.
So they turned it around, and dude, it was pretty exciting. Now
Yeah.
we have some friends that are pretty big Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Oh, we got one that's a huge.
Huge. 2, actually. So I was also rooting for them because of our friends.
Sure.
Now, there were a few things about the Super Bowl I wasn't so hot about. And the halftime show is not one of them. I was totally okay with that. I'm not one of those people that's like, why would it be Shakira and J-Lo? You know what? Halftime shows always suck.
Can I say this? And it's something that I think what a part of it might have been was halftime shows have always been for, I don't want to say washed up, but maybe
Past their prime.
past their prime. You bring them out, you trot them out, they do their thing. I mean, Maroon 5 was last year, and when's the last time anyone gave a shit about Maroon 5? They let Poker Face, what's her name?
Gaga.
When
Mama Monster.
she'd already gone past her peak.
Sure. I actually thought the halftime show was somewhat enjoyable because I'm a man and I like butts.
And they
women's
both have butts, yeah.
They both have large posteriors, and there was a lot of shaking.
And they're
of
both
set,
very talented.
and they're both very sexy. So let's just be. I mean, J-Lo is 50, and she's still got it.
Oh,
She's
she can still get it.
she's ripped.
Yeah.
And Shakira, I mean, her hips don't lie.
Yeah,
she's
she's 43.
hot. She's hot.
Yeah, she's,
I thought Shakira was the better of the two. I'll be honest.
I think she always has been.
Yeah, she's, J-Lo's cool. She's Jenny from the block. I get it. But Shakira is just, she's got the moves, man.
Yeah.
No, the one thing I didn't like,
Yeah.
there was a certain commercial. and I cringed so hard that my asshole fell off.
What was
I had
this?
to pick it up.
Wow. If your butthole puckered so hard that
It just went.
Yeah,
Right exactly. Yes, just popped right onto the floor, rolled like a donut across the floor, but a bloody hairy donut. No, did you see the Planters or the Mr. Peanut commercial
when they killed him?
So okay, let's rewind a couple weeks.
Sure.
So I'm on Twitter at Robbie R. Harris.
Yeah.
There was this whole campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Planters is a huge company, huge
Sure.
corporation.
Biggest nut company in the biz.
Yeah, king of the nuts. And they had this whole advertising campaign that Mr. Peanut, the classic, legendary spokesnut.
Monocle top hat wearing peanut, Mr. Planter.
Do you think that's kind of racist?
That he's wearing a monocle and a top hat?
And like the shoes, like those classic, like almost like wingtip shoes. He's got a cane. That's from, okay.
Are you trying to say that Mr. Planter might be a minstrel character?
Maybe. I mean, if you think about, go back in time, when was he introduced? It just, I don't think it's aged well.
I don't think so either.
If it isn't directly racist, it came from a time that was racist.
Is that why they killed Mr. Planter?
Maybe.
Continue with this commercial. I didn't watch any of the commercials.
Okay.
I saw some after the fact, where they do those like best of.
Yeah. So a few weeks ago, the advertising firm launched a new campaign where Mr. Peanut died. Mm-hmm. Time to put that old nut to rest.
Yeah.
You know?
Flush it down the old toilet.
Yep. I've flushed a few peanuts down the toilet in my day because they were in my poop. Hard to digest. Much like this conversation. But so the commercial during the Super Bowl was Mr. Peanut's funeral.
Oh.
And it was funny. There were cameos from the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh.
Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
Other spokes.
Was this
things.
cartoon or live action?
It was like CGI.
Yeah.
And it was funny because they were like showing all the different spokes things. And instead of the Kool-Aid Man.
Was it like that SNL skit from the 70s where Superman's funeral?
I don't remember that one.
Oh,
so maybe.
Sorry, Cook.
We'll exchange skits
Yeah.
after the show. Instead of the Kool-Aid Man going, "Oh yeah," he goes, "Oh no." To be totally honest, I got a little bit of a chuckle from that one line.
So it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
funny, kind of sad though, because it was like it was a burial site. They were
Right.
lowering Mr. Peanut into the ground.
Was the brawny man there?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, of course he can't, because that's just toxic masculinity.
True. The brawny person. Anyways, so they lower Mr. Peanut into the ground, and everybody's hugging and crying.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, the ground starts shaking.
Oh, no.
And then a sprout comes out of the ground. And they all go and they look into the hole. And lo and behold, the new spokes nut. Baby nut.
Stop.
Right?
Just stop.
Dude, they're cashing in on the baby Yoda craze, the baby everything.
Yeah.
It's baby nut.
That's not gonna pan out well.
It sounds horrible, first of all.
Baby nut? Yeah.
Yes. You might go to jail for that for 740 years. Just for saying that word.
Just for saying baby nut. Wow, I did not see that commercial. And that's fucking ridiculous. Like,
I'm not done.
Oh, okay, there's more.
Baby nut has a voice.
No.
It opened its mouth.
Please tell me it's Paula Poundstone.
It was dolphin sounds.
Like,
you know, I mean, that was terrible, but dolphin sounds.
yeah.
And then he goes, "Just kidding. I'm back." The new spokes nut is baby nut. And if you Google it, give it a goog, it kind of even looks like Baby Yoda. Like the same kind of structure. I mean, it's a nut.
So they stole the idea of a baby property.
Dude, think about it. Baby Yoda is huge.
Yeah.
Huge. You can't get on social
No.
media without seeing a Baby Yoda meme.
Well, it was genius of Disney to do that. They didn't talk about it before the show came out at all. All
Right.
you knew is it was about a bounty hunter who does his thing.
Mhm.
And then the end of the first episode, what do you see? A goddamn Baby Yoda. And you go, what the fuck? And then you start... The the memes made that show.
Right.
Like in every episode, you get a new meme.
Absolutely.
It was fucking the most genius ninja marketing.
The first time. But dude, when I saw Baby Nut, I cringed, dude. I cringed so hard.
Just hearing it, I'm like, ugh.
Wait till you see it. You'll see it. You'll see it.
I don't know. From what I saw a lot of woke commercials, and I don't know, man. How woke do you need to be?
I'm really waiting for that pendulum to swing back the other way, because man, it's just, I don't want to be hateful, but that shit's just getting old. It's getting old because it's always like, who can out woke the next person, whether it's a personal life thing or a corporation.
Right.
Just be cool. Just be cool, man.
Dude, that is my whole. Just be cool, man.
Just be cool.
I don't care if you're a dude, an asshole, a chick, a black guy, a Mexican guy. I don't care. Just
whatever.
Be cool.
It's terrible. Yeah, Baby Nut.
So fucking ridiculous.
There were some good commercials.
Yeah.
There was a Google commercial that made me cry.
I heard that. I saw that like people were doing like live tweets or live updating, and it was all like, Jesus, can this get any more fucking emotional?
Dude, my girlfriend Kate and I, we are known for kind of being crybabies at stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's on the couch watching the Super Bowl. I'm in my recliner like a dad watching the Super Bowl.
Kicked up? Reclined.
Up. Oh, yeah. Fully reclined.
Got a bowl of something on your lap? Bowl of popcorn or chips or something?
No, I had Sloppy Joe's. Sloppy Joe's and buffalo chicken dip.
Sloppy John's. Right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sloppy John's. But yeah, so the Google commercial came on, and I started feeling that little twinkle in the back of my eye, and I look over, and Kate's just tears in her eyes.
It's where your throat's you're trying, like, it's hard to breathe. Like,
yeah.
I'm hot.
And I'm trying to like choke back the tears.
Yeah.
And I look over at Kate, and she's got tears in her eyes, which make mine come out even more. And we're both like, damn, that was rough.
What was it?
Oh, it was about an old man with Alzheimer's, and Google was helping him remember his dead wife.
Whoa,
and
that's
at the
deep.
end, dude, and at the end, it's just like the last couple lines of the commercial is like, there it is.
Well,
there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
I saw one that I thought was really funny. It was a Bill Murray redoing the Groundhog Day for the Jeep.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
That's great.
Yeah, there were some good ones. There were some good ones.
I don't know. I saw this year they started putting them out early. Like all the Post Malone ones were posted on YouTube. I'm like, no, dude, that's why I watched the Super. That's why I didn't watch it. It's like, well, you're showing me all these commercials already. That's the only reason I watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you already busted your nut.
Your baby nut.
I was waiting for that.
Whoa. So I didn't watch Super Bowl because I accidentally dosed myself.
You're the king of the dose. What happened?
Well, my birthday was last week. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome for fucking your mom and having her give birth to you.
You're welcome.
I'm your dad.
Whoa.
You're my
baby.
Randy Owen. You're my baby nut.
My baby nut. That's the new name for it. Wow. Anyways, so
isn't it all baby nut?
So a friend of mine gave me a nice card, and inside the card, he wrote a nice little thing in it, and then he taped to it this. Looks like a, I don't know, Splenda packet, like those things that you put in like a water to flavor it, like berry or whatever.
Yeah, like they're like tall, skinny little like bags.
Skinny little packet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. What is this? And I flipped it over, and it's a little half and half. It's a little THC CBD blend.
Okay. Now is it the same thing? Is it like a powder?
It looks like a little powder. Like it looks like salt, and you put in a thing.
Okay.
And I was saving it for a rainy day, and my wife went to the mule Christmas party that they had at the Speakeasy. I'm like, I'm just gonna hang low at home. I'm like, oh, well, I'm here. Why don't I just sprinkle all that in a little cup of water?
Sure. Mix it up.
I'm gonna make some jams. Make some music.
Okay.
Sprinkle that bitch in some water. Stir that shit up. Give it a glug glug glug. Go into the jam room. I'm, doing my thing. About 15, 20 minutes goes by. I'm laying like another guitar track down, and the guitar neck feels really weird.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever tried to play guitar when you're stoned?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it just feels kind of like rubbery.
Yeah. Like you can almost. Sometimes I can. This is how I know that I'm fucked up. Like maybe too medicated.
Too medicated.
When I hit, like I'll finger a chord, and then I'll hit the strings, and I can feel the vibration under my fingers.
And that's when I go, maybe I'm done with guitar for now. And I set it down, like, so it's kicking. I know it's kicking in. I'm like, it's a little amount. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
And then I go to make drum loops, and I find myself it kicks in hard, and I literally get lost in a loop.
Oh no! Lost in the loop
for like 3 minutes. I'm getting lost in this drum loop, and I'm like, I stop, and I can't make it stop. Like my brain, I'm telling my brain, stop. My brain's not stopping. Like, okay, fuck. And I just powered my computer off. I'm like, I'm done. And I go to look at the packet. Actually, no, I Google it. I Google what it was. The brand.
Yeah.
THC companies, they're everywhere. A little word of advice from a person, a customer.
Mm-hmm. A patient, if you will.
Please be specific on your packaging.
Right.
It says 5 milligrams, but then you say it's 50.
Oh, right.
So I saw it said 5 milligrams, 50 per pack.
Mm-hmm. And you're like
what's a pack?
Yeah, what's a pack?
I texted you. I texted the buddy who gave it to me. Like, I'm starting to freak out. I'm like, dude, I'm really, really medicated right now. Help me out. And he goes, yeah, man, they're no joke. And I was like, but it's only 5. I thought that was a really small amount.
Do you think it's because it was like mixed in liquid? Maybe it was absorbed quicker?
And that's what I read. I started reading, I turned to a madman. I started reading reviews. And it was like, yeah, it's water soluble, so it absorbs way quicker into your bloodstream, and you feel it far more intensely.
Let me ask you this: as you were Googling on your phone, and it was kicking in, were you pacing?
I was pacing my kitchen.
Yeah,
I was pacing my kitchen because, like, do I need to eat something on top of this? Like, what do I got to do? Yeah, I was pacing around.
What if eating makes it worse? What if it makes it activate?
I never call my wife because we live together. I called my wife. Well, I texted her first when I took it. I was like, hey, I took this thing. I might be a little loopy when you get home.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Hold your place here. Hold on just 1 second. Hey, Dad, you're on Boys Podcast. What's up?
Nothing.
What are you up to?
Baby nothing?
Watching on TV.
Are you watching the State of the Union address?
No. No. It don't come on till late, but no, I ain't gonna watch it.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
what's up?
There's gonna be quite a bit of snow out there in the morning,
There is. I saw that there was a 90% chance at like 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, and it goes up from then. It's supposed to be big time between like 2 and 8, and then off and on all day tomorrow, though. They're talking like we're gonna get pretty good snow.
I know. I think we might. I'm crossing my fingers that we'll be off work tomorrow. I sure could use it.
Well, they've already got most all the schools closed down.
Yeah, I got a phone call that the little one, she doesn't have school tomorrow. Hey, we're talking about the Super Bowl, and I have 2 questions for you. Now you're on the air right now. We're recording right now, so I need to know. Number 1, did you have a favorite Super Bowl commercial?
There's 2 or 3 pretty good ones.
Any of them stand out to you?
Well, I like the one, Doritos with Sam Elliott. That was pretty cool.
Oh, with Lil Nas X.
What?
Yeah.
Did you happen to see the Google one that was really sad?
Yeah.
Damn, that made me, Dad, I straight up shed a tear over that commercial.
Yeah, that was really good too.
But I'm kind of a titty baby, so I cry pretty easy. I'm kind of a wiener boy.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, my second question for you. What did you think of the halftime show?
Ain't my kind of music, but it was entertaining.
It was a little bit of eye candy, I thought.
I was very much of that.
That's a very good measured response. I was just wondering what you thought of that, because we were talking about the halftime show, and I kind of said the same thing. They're never that great.
Yeah.
Pretty rare.
Yeah. There was people talking about that the next morning on the Today Show. Some of the older people were like, yeah, it might have been a little too much for family and their kids sitting around watching that. It's pretty provocative, some of that was.
Yes, it was. There was a stripper pole and a lot of booty shaking.
Yeah, but last year Adam Levine took his shirt off and was like all ripped and walking around the crowd. And like,
I know.
That's provocative.
I know.
Well, just like that little outfit that J-Lo come out there to start with, you know. It didn't leave much to the imagination.
No, she got a big old ass too, so there's always that. All right, well, hey, go ahead.
All right, I'll let you go. I'm just going to talk to you about the snow.
Okay, I'll call you back after the show.
Hey, it might be really pretty damn mean in the morning now, because the sleet's supposed to come in first and then snow on top of it. They said by the time you get up tomorrow, there's going to be some snow out there.
Okay, well, yeah.
Might be a little rough.
Well, if the roads are bad, I'll probably stay home. Like I said, no school tomorrow, so we'll see. I'll call you back after the show,
Okay.
though. All right.
Okay.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.
Sorry about that.
That was Dad's Weather Corner. You guys heard it first.
Yes.
It's
Dude,
going to be nasty out there.
Straight from the mouth of Dad. I'm so glad he called.
If it turns out being really bad tomorrow, your dad called it.
He did. And dads know.
Dads do know.
Dads know about rain, snow,
Any kind of weather.
halftime shows,
Yeah.
commercials. Anyways, continue.
Anyway, so I call my wife, and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I think it might have been a lot more higher of a dose than I thought it was." She's like, "Oh no." She's like, "Well, just be cool." I'm like, "All right." So I immediately get out of my clothes, which is like jeans and a t-shirt, and I put on my most comfortable clothes, like these flannel pajama bottoms and this oversized pizza shuttle hoodie.
Oh, nice.
And I'm just like, I'm cocooned.
Yeah.
And I put on the SNL from the night before, and I'm just howling, laughing like a.
You were texting me the
Dude.
whole time, and you would not shut up about how funny SNL was, and I was like, he must be medicated because SNL is not that.
No, it's terrible.
It can be. It has its moments.
I was surprised about how much of a turn they made out of politics and into anti-woke culture.
Yeah, they're like we said earlier. That shit's got to end, and I feel like not only are the woke people eating themselves at this point, but I'm trying to be an optimist here. I think the pendulum is slowly swinging back. I don't think it's going to swing far.
No, I think it's swinging back to normalcy.
Yes,
just like
exactly.
let's just get back to fucking like basically calling out like it's kind of ridiculous. Like one of the sketches was a Frozen 2 parody, and it was you wanted more diversity in your film, and it's Kenan Thompson as this black general,
right?
But the movie's based in like 1600s in Norway, where that wasn't a thing, and they're basically like, "Yep, this isn't shoehorned in it anyway." Like it's basically, dude, not everything has to be that. Just just let things be what they are.
Right. So how did your night end up? Did you were good? You didn't jump off a building or anything?
No, I didn't. She came home a little early, and she was laughing because I was stoned and dancing. I like dancing jigs.
Yeah. You are. I've noticed that a lot. We'll be walking back from lunch at work, and you'll kind of do a little like a jig.
I like dancing a little bit, and I was having a good time. And
you're kind of like Ellen.
Oh,
if you think about it.
I hear that. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
So the next morning, I did that. Like, I'm sorry if I was ridiculous.
I'm sorry if I ruined your night, your party.
She goes, "No, you were hilarious, but you're really chatty."
Oh.
Like apparently, I get really chatty. When
Yeah.
I'm stoned. So no, it was good. And as soon as I got up, I felt fucking great. My entire day the next day, amazing. I felt great all day. So when I came home the next day, I told my wife, I was like, "Hey, maybe I should just do that every night, and that way it's feel good the next day."
There you go.
Is that what addiction is?
You know what?
The only way I could feel good is if I do drugs.
Right. I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
You know what they call that? Chasing the dragon.
Yeah.
And you, my friend, chase the dragon.
It was good.
So, speaking of, we were talking about eating, we were talking about snacks, we were talking about peanuts, we were talking about sloppy joes, Johns, we were talking about all kinds of things. Yeah. I had a question that I want to get to. I was thinking about this the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a hypothetical question for you. If you could eat a magic meal,
okay,
it could be any meal in the world, and here's the terms. This meal is prepared by the finest chef in the land.
Okay.
It's exactly what you want. It's exactly what you're craving. It's perfect. The perfect meal. But after you ate that meal, you'd never be hungry again in your life. A, would you do it? B, if you would do it, what meal would that be?
My immediate reaction is no, because we're a show. I'm gonna say yes. No, because I fucking love eating. It's not. It's not like it's not the satiation of hunger. It's I like the tactile touching of food. Like I'm a big fan of like chips and dips or like hummus and pita. Like I want it to be there and then in my mouth.
Right.
And
it's fun.
It's fun to eat.
We made that buffalo chicken dip for the Super Bowl, and it was fun to like get that perfect little piece of shredded chicken on
Get
that
a good
chip.
scoop.
And like get so much to where you're almost falling off.
Yeah.
But you get it right in the old mouth.
And that's where it's coming onto your fingers.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. But on the flip side, man,
Yeah.
think about this. Think about how much time you'd save if you never had to eat again.
And if you never had to eat again, you'd have to shit again.
Oh, I didn't even think of
saves
that.
A lot of time.
Time and money.
Time and money.
Toilet
and then
paper is expensive.
The embarrassment, the smells, the smells of shitting.
Which in turn saves your showering because you're not showering as often.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people only shower when they smell their ass. So,
It's true.
well, let's say you were to take this magic meal.
What meal would I choose?
Yeah, what would it be? If it was, it's almost like you're on death row. What's your final meal?
Oh man, my final meal.
What's that thing we used to eat all the time back in the day?
Oh yeah, pussy. I think about that from time to time, like when
Pussy?
you see like Green Mile or like any movie that's based on like death row and they get their final meals.
Yeah.
And it always hits me. What would my final meal be? And I don't know. I think, you want to say something like elegant or something nice, but like, no, dude, honestly, it's probably going to be a couple of bean burritos or like, like an enchilada.
Yeah.
Like, definitely it's going to be Mexican food.
See, I was thinking Mexican. I was thinking hand-ripped slices of American cheese on a tortilla in the microwave on a paper plate.
Oh, white trash tortillas.
Yes.
Yeah.
White trash quesadilla.
White trash quesadilla.
Yeah.
No, my thing was like, if I'm on death row for a crime I didn't commit, I want the greasiest Mexican food. That way, when I die, they got to clean up all that mess.
You just liquid shit everywhere in the electric chair.
That's on you for killing an innocent man.
Yeah.
But also, Mexican food fucking rolls.
It does. It's one of my favorites.
So it's going to be, and if you get it down to brass tacks, all Mexican food is the same thing. It's the same ingredients, just prepared differently.
Totally.
Meat, cheese, tortilla, beans, and vegetables if you want them.
Rice.
Maybe
a little guac.
Do you want
if you're
that
getting
tortilla
fancy.
hard? Do you want it soft? Do you want it flat? Do you want to fold it?
Do you want it fried? Do you want it fresh? That's true. So you know me, dude. Like, I'm kind of a food simp.
Yeah.
Last night you texted me a photo of your dinner. The wife made frittatas. And you had a salad with it?
Frittata and a salad. Yeah.
It looked, I just did the chef's kiss. Beautiful. When I saw that photo, great photo, by the way, I was like, damn, it made my stomach growl.
Nice.
It was that great looking. To which I replied
Sexy
to you,
frittata.
I ate a turkey sandwich, and by turkey sandwich I mean sliced turkey, mayo, and white bread.
Now, I'm going to ask you, is it deli meat or just in the package?
Sliced, prepackaged turkey. Great Value brand, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And then with a side, a small, like those kid-sized bags of Frito chips.
Why do you do this to yourself, man?
I'm a simp. I'm a food simp.
You don't care.
I just
you
don't
enjoy
care.
that.
I like good food.
Yeah.
I love a perfectly cooked steak.
Yeah.
My favorite food's Italian food. I love a creamy Alfredo or a spicy marinara.
Or like a pesto.
Dude, I love pesto. I love it all. I love Italian food. So my magic meal would probably be some sort of Italian dish, like maybe a lasagna or like a delicious like shrimp fettuccine Alfredo with like, breadsticks and a Caesar salad.
You know what's funny? You say Italian food. Me and my wife always have like this joke. If we can't decide where we want to eat, like if we're going to eat out. She's like, what do you think for dinner? I'm like, I don't know, Olive Garden? Like it's a joke. And she's like, you say that a lot. I think you secretly kind of want to go there. And so I was like, well, no shit. It's unlimited breadsticks, unlimited salad.
And when you're there, you're family.
You're there, yeah. A wine flight. My thing is like, yes, is it shitty generic Italian food? Yeah, but that's the best kind of Italian food.
Dude, go.
Yeah.
Kate and I went maybe 3 months ago. Yeah. And dude,
did you feel like family?
I did.
Okay.
And we got the breadsticks. Yeah. We got the salad.
Yeah.
I got the tour of Italy. Yeah. So I got a little bit of everything.
And I'll tell you,
like, it always happens this way. we get this weird craving for Olive Garden. We go, the breadsticks come out, those buttery breadsticks.
Oh, yeah.
You eat those, you eat some of the salad, you're like, yeah, I'm glad we came here. Then your entree comes out and you're like, man, this tastes like a fucking microwave dinner.
Yeah.
And then you kind of regret that you're there before the check comes.
Yeah.
Then the check comes and it's like $60. Like, dude, I could have eaten
A lean cuisine.
anywhere. Well, yeah, that, or I could have eaten anywhere for $60
Yeah.
for 2 people. So yeah, to answer this question that I proposed,
Yeah.
I would totally do that because A, I'm a food simp, and B, I'm like a miser when it comes to time and money. So it's like, hell yeah, make my life easier.
Sure.
If you now, I didn't say you could never eat again. I said you'd never
you're
be
gonna
hungry again.
Okay. But would that now? I'm gonna go fucking Twilight Zone-y on it. If you're never hungry again, then you never have the appetite. So would you then start shrinking? Would you start getting like the movie Thinner?
Right.
Would you just like become frail and fragile and die?
In my head, I didn't picture it morbid in any way. It was just like, oh, I'm never hungry again. I could eat if I wanted to.
Sure.
But I don't need
Your
the
superpower
nutrients.
is you never have to eat again.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think I would. I think I'd take it, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I remember what I was going to say at the beginning of the show.
Good.
It
Dude,
hit me.
perfect
We're talking about
timing.
food and like smells and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, we got to wrap up soon. Perfect timing. Go.
So, do you ever find yourself in the middle of doing something random, and you'll get a scent, and it takes you back to a place? And I'm not talking like food or anything like that. Like, just okay. For me, it was this. I'm at work the other day, and I don't know where the smell came from. It just hit my nostrils, and it took me right back to being in first grade in the boys' bathroom at my grade school. At Tinker.
Baby nut.
And it might have been a mixture of like maybe cleaning solvents or something, but it smelled
Yeah.
exactly like that bathroom.
Yeah.
You ever have that?
Oh, dude, all the time. I had it just the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was working on a guitar, and I was doing some painting on a guitar, and so I was taping off. I was masking off part of this guitar so I could paint this one part. And we were using that blue 3M painter's tape.
Yeah.
And dude, I hadn't smelled that in a long time. And as soon as I opened the tape and like pulled some tape, that smell
that
of the
whiff,
adhesive came up, and it took me back to when I lived in Austin when I was in my early 20s, and I was working at this cowhide rug. Like I'd call it like an art studio because they were like kind of pieces of art, but also like high-end floor coverings. And
You had to say that, didn't you?
I did. I did. Yeah, we didn't sell rugs, bro.
No, high-end floor coverings.
Yeah, high-end cowhide, hand-cut, hand-assembled floor coverings.
But you got paid $10 an hour.
Yeah, it was sad. It sucked. It was a terrible job. I loved it at the time.
But it's a good title. It's a good thing to say that you do.
It looked good on the old resume.
Sure.
When I was like, oh, I work for this artist, you know.
Right.
But yeah, that smell, dude, that 3M tape took me back to clocking in there.
Yeah.
And I love when that happens.
Yeah. The problem with the smell that I got, it takes me back to that bathroom. And then immediately that smell also triggers why I was in that bathroom.
Why were you in the
Because I shit my pants in class. So and I'll go, oh, it reminds me of grade school. Oh yeah, I shit my pants in first grade. And it's so like, oh, being young. Oh yeah, I shit my pants.
It's like yeah, the magic of being young. When I shit my pants at school and everybody knew.
And I had to go to the bathroom to take my underwear off and throw it in the trash.
So you're just going commando after that?
Yeah.
Hey man, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
But you know, that happens a lot. And normally it's things that are based around grade school, like the smell of like a hoagie. A hoagie roll will take me back to the cafeteria in grade school. Like, it's just, it's nice when that happens. We're very animalistic. I mean, we're all just animals. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but animals. Mammals. Do like we do on the Discovery Channel. So yeah, I mean, we're all very just sense oriented.
Yeah, it's those pheromones, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's like, I like the smell of Kate's armpits.
Yeah,
because she doesn't ever stink, but sometimes like you got your day old armpits, and it's like that smell drives me crazy. Like I could literally stick my nose in there and just get a whiff.
drives you wild,
Dude, it does. Another smell that this is reminding me of, the little one right now is obsessed with Play-Doh and slime.
Yeah.
Slime's big for kids right now.
It's so weird.
Slime is huge.
It was big when we were kids, but we had to buy it.
Yeah, it went away though.
Yeah.
There's been a big slime resurgence lately. Or maybe it's been
Slime-a-sance.
Maybe it's been there all along.
Yeah.
But it's back in my life.
Yeah.
And dude, she has this one slime. And yeah, you're right. They make like slime making kits now.
Yeah.
Which is a total mess and makes my like slight bit of OCD and neat freakedness just like go off the radar. But this one slime that she has smells exactly like gack.
Yeah.
And it takes me back.
Back to the gack?
Back to the gack, dude.
Am I wrong? The gack came in a container that was like
groovy.
Yeah,
it was like
groovy,
wacky.
Like
yeah. It was almost like a star shape, but like bubbly.
The smell of the gack, and then when you touch it, it doesn't feel like you think it's gonna feel.
Exactly.
And it makes that like
noise. And it's cold.
Yeah.
It's always cold. But also the same with Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved Play-Doh when I was a kid. I had the Fun Factory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had all the little fun.
You make it a spaghetti in the Fun Factory.
You make the spaghetti, or my favorite thing, you just roll that Play-Doh snake.
Do you remember the Play-Doh Pizza Hut set?
No.
Oh, there's a Play-Doh Pizza Hut set where you can make Play-Doh pizzas. Yeah.
Ooh, I would have loved that. No, I had the Fun Factory with like the little like squisher thing. Almost looked like a stapler.
Yeah.
And it'd squeeze out the spaghetti or the star shape or
the butthole shape, that one.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Another thing I like to make when I'm playing with the kid, Play-Doh, I make the classic poop. You ever make like a curly dog poop?
A real good turd. You gotta
always
Play-Doh
fun.
turd.
But yeah, dude, we are so scent oriented. I love things that smell. I love things that smell bad. I love things that smell good. I love every smell. Almost every smell.
Your thing about having a meal that if you're never hungry again, like if you could never smell again, like that would totally, people talk about like, which scent would you lose? Like, would you want to go blind or deaf?
Like, what sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I ever lost the sense of smell, because then food tastes shitty. And
I'm gonna be honest though.
Yeah.
I would kick smell to the curb first.
Before anything else?
Before sight, sound, taste, and touch.
Yeah, I guess.
Which I know your taste buds are
they're connected,
interweaved. But yeah, dude, smell would go first.
Like Dewey Cox.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I got no fucking sense of smell.
Yeah, I lost the sense of smell. But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be the one because I love taste too.
Yeah.
And you got to have your sense of touch.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to have sight. I think sight might be the most important. Would you rather be, and this is in no way to like make fun of this, but would you rather be deaf or blind?
I'm partially deaf. I'm very frightened of going totally deaf, which it's going to happen. So I would say blindness because I'm already dealing kind of with deafness. So I feel like once I go totally deaf, I could probably deal with it. Mm-hmm. I should probably take sign language classes now before it gets too bad.
Ahead of the curve.
Get ahead of that curve. But yeah, blindness because you can't see stuff. Imagine, I'm sorry not to be blue, but top of the show we talked about squeezing a titty. Not being able to see a titty?
I know. Never get to see Shakira's ass again?
Come on, man.
Like, you could smell her ass all you want.
Sure.
You could touch it. You could taste it. But you couldn't see it?
Couldn't see it. But I have always wondered, kind of fantasized, like, what do blind people dream of? Like, how do they dream? It amazes me.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy, man. Pull it up.
Speaking of crazy, this show's been crazy good.
It's been a crazy hour.
But it's time to go.
Oh, I gotta go.
Again, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Tell a friend about the show. Come see Blink 405. Come support your boys. It's going to be fun. Saturday, February 22nd, 89th Street Collective. Doors at 6:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m.
$5, all ages. Mm-hmm. Got the live karaoke, pop punk, emo, full band. You just get up there and sing a song. How cool is that? Let's say you've never been in a band.
Yeah.
You get to perform with a band singing a song that everybody knows.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if you're one of those people who are nervous about doing karaoke, I don't want to be up in front of everybody.
You got camaraderie.
You got a band behind you.
And
you got people there that love those songs. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. You could suck. I mean, fucking Gerard Way's a terrible singer. Go sing a My Chemical Romance song. You probably do it way better than he does.
Yeah. Follow at blink.405 on Instagram. Follow at Boys Podcast on Instagram. All the socials, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you for your support week after week. We'll see you next week.
We love you. Bye.